It was a last-minute tuning by Maya, Youssef, more of whom anon. You are very welcome. You have brought your instrument, and it should have been a violin because you went off to learn the violin all those years ago,
Yes.
and your parents thought you were going to be a violinist, and then you heard something on the radio.
I've heard something on the radio in the taxi while I was heading towards the music institute, and I was fascinated. I told the taxi driver I'm going to play this instrument, and he laughed at me because traditionally this is an instrument played by men. So he said, "You're a woman. It's not going to happen." And I said, "I challenge you. See me in 10 days on, in 10 years on the national TV," which I was very brave that time. I didn't know it would happen, but it
It
eventually
did.
did. Yes,
I hope the taxi driver saw it.
I do hope so.
So where were you when this was happening?
I was in Damascus. I was 9 years old that time. Yeah, so I was learning in an institute, in a beautiful institute in the middle of the city of Damascus, about solfeggio and harmony and very basics of
Yeah.
music. And then, yeah, voila.
Well, we're thinking with great sorrow about places like Damascus at the moment, with the
Yes,
turbulence and the trouble and the really dreadful situation that people find themselves in, because this is an extraordinarily beautiful place and made wonderful music, and presumably that is not happening at the minute.
absolutely. Yeah. No, actually, you would be surprised knowing that there are many musicians are making music,
Good.
persistently making music, and they are making it for such good causes, for collecting funds for refugees, and uh, they're getting nothing out of it, but they're doing it.
Wonderful. Well, the spirit, it's hard to suppress the human spirit, thank goodness. We're going to meet the instrument later. It's a Kanun, and
Yes.
you are going to play for us now, so prepare to be transported. And this is
Yes,
something
sure.
I think Maya wrote. We're going to have Maya's own compositions. This is called Dance, and it's a 78 stringed zither like instrument. She will explain it much more eloquently and elegantly later. Wow, wow, fantastic sound. I thank you very much. Live here and in tune, the seductive sound of the Kanun, which we had before the news. I'm not going to call it a sort of zither because it's much more elegant and complicated and sophisticated than that. Maya Youssef is here to play it for us. That was magical. Thank you very much indeed. Maya, Youssef, come and join me. She's got these wonderful golden fingertips which you needed with 78 strings to pluck, I think. And that was on the Kanun. What was it exactly? Was that your own composition? Was that traditional?
It was a traditional form composed in a bit modernized way. I started with a taxi, which is an improvisation on Bayati, which is the evening scale, and followed by a structured piece, which is called the Samai. It's a very ancient form of music in Arabic and Turkish music.
Yes, I mean, like indie music, they're very strict and interesting forms, aren't there? That takes you a very long time to master.
Yes, definitely, definitely, yes.
But this is an instrument, I think, that's a descendant of a very ancient Assyrian a stringed instrument that mentions the tales of the Arabian Nights, isn't it?
True.
So, does this actually beguile sultans and the like?
Yes, you can. People tend to connect it to exoticism, and because it's a very beautiful, and the sound of it is very magical. There is even a tale about it that about the person who allegedly gave it its recent form, which is Ibn Sina, that he entered a place with a lot of people, and he started playing it. And when he was playing it in a jolly way, people started laughing, and when he was playing it in a sad way, people started crying. And then when he was playing it in a dreamy way, people went to sleep, and he left that gathering, and it was like a fairy tale connected to this instrument. So yeah, it does have magic to it, I think.
Yes, I mean, how would you describe it? I mean, it is sort of zither-like. It's a flat instrument. You play it on your knees. It's got all these strings, but then it's got, like a harp, it's got all these levers, presumably, that you can change key. And
Exactly. The levers are the part which give it its great flexibility. Basically, the levers are like the black keys of the piano. So for the exception that so you control the pitch, you lift it up or down. For the exception that you can perform the quarter-tone, which is a specialty of Arabic
yes,
music. And
so I mean, you've got much more notes than Western music would
Yes.
have. I mean, there are eight. I was just looking up. There are what, 8 quarter tones between a note and a flat, like B and B flat, for instance. There are
Exactly.
8 quarter tones.
yes, yes.
That's
So
enormous subtlety you get then, isn't it?
yes, so it's an amazing flexibility of sound.
Yeah. So, do you play this with other musicians, or is it just a solo? Not just. Is it a solo instrument?
I played it with a symphony orchestra. I played it within a traditional ensemble, with collaborations with cross genre collaborations, such as my collaboration with the Elysian Quartet. Yeah, this is the beauty of it. It goes with everything, really. So it's really a treasure, this instrument.
This is part of the Noor Festival, which
Yeah.
brings so much to you. I mean, I see, for instance, there's the Museum of Islamic Art is bringing a great exhibition to Leighton House in London. There are all these there's all this music going on. Do you do things together, or are these just sort of disparate parts of the great Arabic diaspora?
It really depends. In regards of the Noor Festival, I am performing solo at the Royal Albert Hall. So, but
We should say it's in an intimate space.
Yes.
The Royal Albert Hall is a very large,
yes,
a very large place for an
in a
intimate
very
instrument.
small, in one of the smaller rooms. So, but it's traditionally you would find it within an ensemble, and this is from where the name Kanun came. Kanun in Arabic means the law. So the Kanun player traditionally was the leader of the ensemble. And also, since I have so many strings, so everybody has to tune according to the pitch of the Kanun player. So so yeah, it evolved, and now it's more of a solo instrument because there are so many techniques and flexibilities of sounds and variations of sounds were discovered recently, especially by the Turkish canon players. So now you will find a sample of a virtuosic solo canon player alone on stage. So
Well, it's lovely to have you with us, and thank you very much indeed. We should say the part of the Noor Festival is on at the moment, showcasing the best in contemporary art, film, literature, music, everything in the Middle East and North Africa. It's in the Cafe Concert at the Royal Albert Hall Friday lunchtime.
yes,
What are you going to play to finish?
I am going to play a piece I composed called Dreams. You know,
Will we all fall asleep and will I wake up to find this has been a fairy tale?
this is dreams of a Syrian girl, I can say, because I composed it after I really expressed my feelings towards what's happening to my country really now. So I put all my hope and my anger and my fear, everything in this piece.
Let's hope that hope triumphs. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Maya Youssef playing live in studio on her Kanun. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. I'm just entranced by that, Maya. Thank you very much, Maya Youssef playing the Kanun, and that was Dreams, all her anger, hope for her homeland, and we are with you on that. Here's to a better future for everyone in Syria. They certainly deserve it. And she's performing at the Noor Festival at the Cafe Consort, the Royal Albert Hall, this Friday lunchtime. There are all sorts of diverse things going on, including wonderful travelling exhibition for the Museum of Islamic Art. To check it all out. You're listening to In Tune here on BBC Radio 3.